I have been doing ice baths every morning with the last 2 months within my setup that I have, and I obviously have a hot tub there as well, and I have a steam stroke sauna thing arriving. Should have arrived today actually, but it didn't. Anyway, whatever. It'll be here in the next couple of days, and I have a rowing machine. We'll be having a look at the rowing machine and things later on. So what I'm going doing today, because it's a really, really nice day and it is -1 at the moment, but I'm sure it'll get warmer. We're going to the beach and I'm going to do proper cold exposure. I'm going to get into the water and see what the sea temperature is like and go from there. Because I want to show you that it's all well and good saying I'm sitting in an ice bath, but is it filled with warm water? I want to be as authentic and I want to be as honest as I humanely can with this endeavor to show you that, yeah, I'm doing the things actually that I say I'm doing. I'm not just doing it for views or clicks or fucking anything else. I'm doing it because I fully believe the benefits that I'm going to get from it, and I want to show you guys as well along the way. And all of these things are directly linked to longevity. They're directly linked to better health and living longer, essentially. And that's what we're going with. It is cold, and yeah, so what? So let's go for it. See what it's like. It's refreshing, to say the least. So one of the things that I'm very grateful for, traditionally on high water you jump off that rock and just jump straight in, and that's why I kind of came here today, but I got the tides wrong and I was will I jump in, will I not, because I couldn't see the bottom because it was murky, and thank God I didn't, because it would have been a huge problem, because there's only about 3 feet of water out there. So, and the ground I was on out there as well is quite a lot of rocks and stuff like that. From a temperature standpoint, it's cold. I didn't find it any bit harder than what I guess my ice bath is in the morning. I must be doing something right. I'm getting used to cold exposure, because even in the summertime, I rarely would swim in the water in Ireland, because I was just a wimp when it came to cold water. I'm delighted with that, because it just means that my body's getting used to regulating temperature. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And we're blessed to have this literally on our doorstep. Right, I'm going to take you guys for a walk along here and just show you the place, I guess. It's pretty. Now we have the shoreline. It's really beautiful today. 1 degree at the moment. It's a pretty cool place. It's lovely in the summertime. Not so much on a 1 degree day anyway, that's for sure. But hey ho, we'll get dressed now and continue on with the day. Fucking worst part about that was actually walking back to the car, because obviously when I'm dressed everything's fine. My fingers, I couldn't feel my fingers on the way back. The wind chill is absolutely crazy. And I guess that's what I'm not used to when I jump into my own kind of cold plunge. I don't have that wind chill. The hardest part of all of that was literally walking back to the car. And I couldn't feel my hands. And thankfully, I'm in the walkers like 2 or 3 minutes. But I'm in the 5 Series today. heated seats, all of that. So I'm back in comfort mode again, you could say. But the actual sea itself wasn't a problem. It's just when you come out and you get that blast of wind chill. Let's move on to the next part of the day. Right, here we are. We're in my dungeon. So this is where I have my rowing machine. I have my, one second, let me turn the camera around. So I have the hot tub there. I have the cold plunge. I have the rowing machine, and I have my smart TV and a couple of cool lights. So normally I have the lights off, and you can set those, colors to whatever you want. And there's a little projector down there as well, which projects up pretty cool stuff onto the wall and so on. So it's a pretty cool space, and it's nice to come in here and chill out in the hot tub first thing in the morning and then get into the ice bath and all of that. But as you saw, it isn't exactly the sea. Now, turn the light on. We're going to be focusing on the rowing machine, okay? And with the rowing machine, we're going to do a little bit of work on that. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of work on that. Basically, I'm going to do about 20 minutes, okay? What I'm going to be focusing on for the rowing machine is to try and stay in zone 2 cardio. Now, zone 2 cardio has proven to be the best for cardiovascular health. I'm referencing Dr. Peter Attia on this one. So if you want to head over and check out any of his work and have a look at what he would say about zone 2 cardio and the benefits for longevity. Going to do a little bit of that. I'll show you on the Whoop. Have a look and use the actual, I'm going to use my phone as I'm going to see where I am on the zones. Now, that rowing machine had a screen on it, but I don't use the screen on it because I actually use it on another screen in a separate rowing machine that I have in a different gym. So I don't need the screen on it. I just need my phone because I need the Whoop data. That's what I need. So we're going to use the Whoop data on that to try to do 15 to 20 minutes of rowing. And we're going to try to stay in zone 2. Now, the rowing machine's a good one because I used to row when I was younger. I used to row in a 4-seater boat. And it was the narrow river boats with the sliding seats. That was a long time ago. It was 32 years ago. So yeah, it's a long time ago. The one thing I can remember about that is, like, you can really get a decent workout from rowing. You can stay in zone 2 if you want, but if you just push yourself, you can get into zone 5 within seconds. So it's a great way as well of using all of your body, because you're using your back, you're using your arms, and you're using your legs for drive as well. The one thing about running on the road or running on a treadmill or running for me is the impact as well on my knees or my lower back or whatever, just because I'm not used to it. Whereas the rowing machine is less kind of impactful, and it's just good. And you know what? It's something that I used to do many years ago, obviously at this point. But so we're gonna show you a bit of that, and we're gonna have a look at the stats in it as well. So this is Whoop, and you can select an activity, start the activity, and as you can see, I haven't started it yet, but I just want to show you that it's in zone 0 there at the moment, and those zones go all the way out to zone 5, and obviously they directly correlate then to beats per minute. Then you've got the strain of the activity itself and so on, and then you've got the clock at the top. So this is going to be my point of reference when I'm rowing, and I will review the data with you at the end, and we'll have a look, and we're looking to maintain a consistent level in zone 2 for this one. Okay, on my rowing machine here, which you have to excuse the noise of it. There's a bearing that I'm waiting to change in it. Anyway, we'll make a start. So, told you it was loud. Okay, so everything's set up. I have my phone down where I can see it down there, and just about to start here. And the aim, like I said, is to get myself into zone 2, maintain zone 2 for the best way I can, and to do between 15 to 20 minutes of that. Log it on the Whoop, save it, and the Whoop then will calculate the data on that, and I'll be able to share that data with you then. I spent 2 minutes in zone 0, which is 125 up to 125 beats per minute. Zone 1 I spent 2 minutes in, and zone 2, which I was looking for, was 12 minutes, and I was in zone 3 for
4 minutes 50, and I was in zone 4 for 0.02 of a second. Now, I had the phone in front of me, and I was monitoring the zones on my phone, so that allowed me then to determine how much I was going to pull or whatever. And it's amazing how much breathing makes a big difference here. So nasal breathing, most certainly, in through the nose and out through the nose, most certainly gives me, lowers my heart rate and gives me more oxygen in, I felt anyway, rather than breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. Now, whether there's anything in that or not, I don't know, but there we are. They're the stats for the 20 minutes of rowing. So as the day comes to an end, that is that. I'm just sitting down now to have some chicken and just a bit of cheese. That's cooked chicken. When I'm buying chicken, I tend to buy cooked chicken because, number one, it's easier, but number two, I just don't like cooking chicken from scratch because I'm just weird about it, and I tend to overcook it and make shit of it. So there we are. I hope you definitely give the cold exposure a try. If you're a bit on the shelf with it, or you don't know whether it's for you or not or whatever, do a bit of research into it and see all the benefits that are directly linked to it. For me, it's a combination of everything. It's facing something which I hate. I hated the sensory feeling of cold water on my skin, and it's something that I'm happy to say now that I don't have a problem doing, and it's something that on a daily basis that I do. The zone 2 cardio, this is something now that we're going to be documenting quite a lot of, because I am going to get my VO2 max tested in a clinic, and I'm going to get my biological age measured as well, and then I'm going to put a protocol in place for 12 weeks and then go back and get tested again. So I'll show you guys that as well, and hopefully that gives you an insight into maybe something in your life that you can change as well. And yeah, so lots of cool videos coming up, all stuff that's very informative. There's a big road trip planned in a few, probably at the start of February, so literally a few weeks time. And in 2 weeks time, I am away. It's been booked for a while, and I'm going somewhere warm, so I'll bring you with us on the journey there as well. It's a place where it won't be difficult to eat fish, I'll put it that way. So anyway, so lots of things to look forward to. All things health, all things travel, all things cars, and the road trip that I'm going to be doing, you're going to like that, because that's a fucking massive drive that I'm going doing in the start of February. So I will fill you in more on the next video on that one. So I'm going to crack on with my dinner here, and that's it. So anyone that's interested, check out the links in the description to my free school group. You've also got the Primal Health course that I shot previously on there as well. That's free to watch there as well on the school group. So school.com/live longer free. Link is in the description, and all other relevant forms of contact are in the description as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and speak to you on the next one. I should have picked the fucking sandy one, but anyway, please tell me this fucking thing recorded. It did, okay.